Hi, I'm Michele Saumberfield. It is Sunday, March 28th, 2021, and I just thought I would log on and get on camera and see where this conversation goes. I'm not quite sure. I feel like I have a whole bunch of little things rolling around in my mind and no real clear destination, but I wanted to make a video. I'm not sure. Not sure why. Um, I thought I would talk about a number of things. I'm wearing this nice new, very, I don't know, red heart necklace, and I like it because of what it stands for. It might be a little gaudy, but I like it. It stands for love, and it is actually Palm Sunday. I just got done watching church on television with my boyfriend, and I thought, okay, I'll make a video. There's a couple of things rolling around in my mind. First of all, I wanted to talk about, just a minute. Okay, look at this until I come back, all right? Just look at this until I come back. All right, I'll be back, just a minute. I wasn't really thinking about what I was doing, clearly. So, I want to talk about a number of things. All right, what do I talk about first? First of all, I want to talk about, I saw some posts the other day. I can't even remember where it was, but somebody was talking about being grateful and how important it is to be grateful in your life. And I saw another post where someone was responding to the first post and saying that he and his wife take the time every single night to share 3 things in their day that they were grateful for. And I remember hearing about that a long time ago. I remember hearing, I think it was Oprah believes in keeping a gratitude journal. I read that somewhere. I didn't actually hear her say that, but it sounds like a positive thing she would stand for. And I remember reading that sometimes it's just the smaller things in life that you have to hold on to because maybe you feel directionless, or maybe there's a lot of hard times going on for you. Maybe you're just grateful for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, or maybe you're just grateful for 15 minutes sitting on your back deck watching, the birds and the squirrels and enjoying nature before you have to drive off to the hospital and do something serious. Or, maybe you can't afford to get that beautiful dress that you always wanted for some event, but maybe somebody gives you a hand-me-down that's in great condition that you really like and it fits you perfect. Whatever it is, thinking about what it is that you're grateful for can take the focus off of the negative in your life and can help you redirect your energy to be a more positive person. Now, speaking of energy, I want to talk about something. A friend of mine makes wishing machines and sells them. And I've noticed online there's a number of people who make them and make videos about them. But I just wanted to talk about the wishing machines I have. I actually have 2. I just brought one of them in the room right now. But I think it's interesting. Okay, so a wishing machine is a new concept to me. I mean, a relatively new one. I've only known about it for, I don't know, a handful of months, maybe 5-6 months, something like that. And I remember the first time I heard about it, another friend said to me, "Oh my God, that's a scam. That's crazy. It's just a scam. It's goofy. It's just a way to spend your money on something that's not going to work." So a little time went by and I thought, what the heck? There's a holiday special. I'm going to get the basic wishing machine. I'm going to try it. It'll be fun. I'll just be out, whatever, $100 or something like that. Okay, I can afford it. I mean, maybe I should do something else with the money, but I wanted this thing, all right? So I bought a wishing machine. And it was really interesting because when I first got it, you would have thought that I would have immediately been placing a wish on it. you would have thought I would have been saying, make me rich, or I want higher book sales, or, help me lose 15 pounds fast, something, right? I mean, those things did go through my mind, but in reality, when I got my wishing machine, I felt very humbled all of a sudden, and I wasn't even sure what I wanted to wish. And I actually started becoming more grateful for things and saying to myself, do I really need anything to intercede for me? Do I really need special treatment from the universe? Do I really, I think what that all comes down to is my inner feeling that I don't deserve anything, and that somehow me wishing for something is going to cause some negative chain reaction in the world because I'm not allowed to have my wishes, like that negative stuff that sometimes you can get just kind of influenced by throughout your life. I think we're living in a world that says, go for it, go for as much as you can get, but you shouldn't want much. You should be grateful. You should be humble. You should be this. You should be that. And especially if you grow up in a really religious household like I did, there's almost a sense of, use all your gifts and be really positive and achieve and be happy and be confident, but don't have too much confidence. Don't think too highly of yourself. You're supposed to be humble. There's that push-pull that can develop in a person's psyche sometimes, where you actually feel guilty for wanting something. I know I've often felt that way when I bought a lottery ticket and really wanted to win some money because maybe in some aspect of my life I really could have used the money. And then as soon as I'm paying for my ticket and putting the ticket in my purse, I'm feeling guilty for even thinking I should deserve even the lowest tier prize that the ticket could win me, like, oh my God, I don't deserve it. So anyway, long story short, I got this wishing machine and I thought, oh, this is such a cute little box, and it opens up so I can kind of see how, the inner workings of it are. And this is really cool. And I really like it. And it's lightweight. It stores very easily. It came with a manual, and it came with a manual that told me how to use it. It also came with a manual that just told me a little bit about what my personality is theoretically like based on my birth date. So this is a very nice piece. I was happy I got it, no regrets. But I really seriously wasn't sure what I should ask for. So for like a week or so, I asked for nothing because I felt, I don't know, like I wasn't sure. I just wasn't sure what I really, truly desired the most. And the other thing is you should only put one wish or intention on it at a time. And I guess see that one through, which might require some patience. And if you decide to put another wish on it, then you kind of have to relinquish your first wish a little, and because you're supposed to put one wish at a time on it. So my first wish came about because I was obsessing about something. And I couldn't let go of this obsession I had. And I thought, okay, I'm going to make my first wish, and I am going to ask my wishing machine to help me to have this obsession of mine dissipate. And it was very strange because within about 2 hours, I would say I just felt incredibly relieved. Like I did not need to obsess anymore. I still cared about what I was obsessing about. It didn't go away. I didn't stop wanting it, liking it, thinking about it, but it was different. It was like, I don't have to be in a rush for whatever I'm interested in. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to be obsessed with it. Whatever happens, happens kind of feeling came over me. I don't know how much of it is because the machine had some great power, or if it's because the very act of asking a machine for help, it's kind of like a prayer, and it's kind of like saying, I am ready to receive what I'm asking for because I am officially asking for this particular situation. So I don't know if it's just a tool that helped me to harness my energy in a more positive, calmer way or what. But I felt a difference, a real big difference. It was shocking. So then after that happened, I thought, oh, well, I can try something else, but I don't know what. I think it was a few days later or within a week, something like that. I can't quite remember anymore because this is months ago, but I remember there was something specific I wished for after I talked to a friend. And within a day or two, it happened, all right? So an opportunity occurred for my friend that I had wished on the machine, but had not told my friend that I was going to wish for. So I was kind of impressed. I've wished for so many things on the machine that haven't come true, though, but it's because I am a jumper. I can't focus. I'm like, one day I want this, and one day I want that, and this day I want this, and the next day I want that, and and so I really need to focus. But it was interesting. I ended up buying a second machine for that very reason, because I thought then I could have two wishes going at once. Now, some of the wishes I ask for definitely are going to take time. They're not going to happen overnight. And I just have to devote one of my machines to long-term goals and one of my machines to short-term goals. That's just all that's to it, right? Either that or I need to get a third machine. Maybe I should. So I hadn't really been seriously focusing on my machines too much. I kind of put some wishes on them and then let them go, and wasn't really looking at my machines, wasn't really taking the time each day to just kind of, say a prayer at them and say, okay, I still want that. Please, universe, I'm ready to receive. I kind of feel that you should maybe make contact with your machine at least every other day and just kind of say, yeah, I'm grateful you're here. I would still like to receive my specific wish. I feel like I should do that. But I wasn't doing that. I was getting caught up in my life and just busy working, just busy doing whatever I was doing, writing another book, making sure it was published, So I finally decided maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, there was something I decided to kneel down beside my machine and ask for. And when I ask my machine for something, I also feel kind of like, because I still believe in God, and so it's like God in the universe and my machine. And my machine is a tool. My machine is like the altar almost, but I still believe in God, okay? So I'm like, I have a friend who has told me repeatedly that he thinks that I should put more emphasis on my current lifetime and not be thinking quite so much about my past lives. He has told me I'm talented. He's told me I'm attractive. He's told me I'm intelligent. He's told me I'm a great writer. He's been very complimentary and said, you need to focus on your current lifetime. Don't always be looking backward for answers. Don't always be focusing backward. Focus on now. Now is all we have. And I know that's true. Now, this very moment we're in right now, this very moment that you're watching my video, this is all that is right now, all right? I know that. But I kept saying, you don't understand. I've got all this memory from my past lives, and specifically my most recent one, and I still remember the pain involved, and I still remember this, and I still remember my dreams, and I still remember that, and all right, so clearly. But I started wishing on my wishing machine that I would get a clear answer as to whether or not I need to just cut things off and just be Michele and forget about my last past life. Do I need to just say, okay, it happened. I'm sorry for what didn't go right. It's done. I love you, the person I once was. Goodbye. Wish me luck. Your best success is in passing the torch and allowing me to be happy now as me. Okay? So I was asking my wishing machine, give me a sign. It was nighttime. I'm like, praying at this wishing machine and saying, please, give me a sign. Let me know if I really do need to just cut ties with my former lifetime. Let me know. If I get a real sign, then I'll know what's meant to be. All right. It was really strange. Within an hour, somebody sent me something online, and it was Marilyn Monroe related. And I looked at it and I thought, oh, this is nice. This is really shocking that I'm getting this from this person who's usually trying to discourage me from dwelling on Marilyn's lifetime. But this is nice. This is nice. Yeah. And it was strange because it really wasn't until probably another hour after that or so, I was sitting down on my couch and I thought, oh my God, that's my sign. I forgot about that. I think that's my sign. The very person who is constantly telling me that I needed to forget about Marilyn and move on is the very person who sent me something that was about her. Right? And that's pretty interesting to me. To me, that's like, how am I supposed to take that? I think the wishing machine did its job. I think that the universe sent me a sign through this man that, okay, I am not wrong to still feel my past life connections and still try to fulfill some things that would have been important to Marilyn, as long as I'm not neglecting Michele in the process. So, okay. So I think the wishing machine worked, and I have asked it for something else. Just yesterday I did. It's something that I think I can't judge it quickly, but if it happens within the next 2 to 3 months, I will know that the wishing machine did its thing. All right. I'm not going to tell you what it was I was wishing for, but I'm wishing for something that's semi-big, and not impossible, but semi-big, and we'll see if it works. But I do feel that 3 different things I've wished for have come true. Again, I think the key is to not worry about it. I think the key is to have fun with it and believe, and to not just wish hop around. You have to kind of focus on one thing and let the machine and the universe and the energy do its thing and not get discouraged too quickly. And yeah, I have faith. I have faith that what I am currently wishing for will happen. I do. And I will report back if it does. I will be shocked and thrilled, amazed. It will be like magic. So this week, I'm working and cleaning up a mess I created. I wrote a second book. Of course, I had my first book, which was about my current lifetime and my reincarnation stories mixed in, because my soul was Marilyn Monroe's, and I want people to know how I really died during my past life. And I want to talk about other past lives I remember, as well as telling believers what Marilyn's soul has gone on to do during this current lifetime. So I was working on book 2. I started it about 2 to 3 weeks after the pandemic lockdown because I was bored, and it finally was published. But all right, so I'm such an idiot. I don't want to be a dumb blonde again. I said to my publisher, I said, I'm going to look over it one more time before you list it or anything. And she said, oh, no, you don't need to look at it. You don't need to proof it again. Just kind of look at the formatting and see if the formatting's right. And I really should have looked at it again because there's a whole bunch of glitches in it, which I have obtained this book, marked it up, sent in a bunch of extensive little tweaks because I just had a lot of words. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not the best speller. And there were a bunch of random weird things that apparently happened in my text, and I can't stand that. But I do have this second book, and hopefully it'll all be revised and squared away, and then hopefully Marilyn, thereafter the fall, my consequential reincarnation, will be listed on eBay for everyone to see. But here's the funny thing about the universe. Okay, this is funny to me. I have one link that seems to get me to my book, this new book, on Amazon. But if I just search Amazon for this book, it doesn't come up. So I feel like the universe is protecting me and keeping me from selling copies of this book until all the revisions are made. I can always call Amazon and ask them to fix this glitch that's keeping my book from popping up. But I feel like the universe is protecting me because I need to quickly get these revisions uploaded to Amazon so I don't look like a complete and utter dumb blonde. Can you imagine? I mean, Marilyn would not be too happy about that. So I don't know. I think that we all have to be open-minded and believe that the universe is going to give us what is good for us. I do. Okay, so I'm really excited about this. This is going to sound really stupid to you, but I am trying to be cautious and protected and everything during the pandemic. And I've had tons and tons of these medical masks and rubber gloves. And I mean, I bought a ton of them. This is just one pack that I got. I have a ton of them. I've been buying a ton of them. Lots of hand sanitizers, lots of supplies. But I was always like, I don't like those masks. They kind of break around the ears periodically. I don't know. I wear them whether I like them or not. Okay, you got to be safe. You got to protect yourself. You got to protect other people. You got to be respectful. Respect. That's important. People's lives, people's livelihoods, health, lives are on the line. But I'm really excited because I went into the drugstore about a week ago and they had these material masks. And this one has cute little Easter bunnies on it. And I'm thrilled with it. And yeah, I still look like a fool wearing it, but I don't care. It's better to look like a fool and be alive than smile at everyone while you're potentially killing them, right? So when I go places, I admit I'm very vain, insecure. I touch up my eyeliner because all you can see is my eyes. And I wear my mask. And I'm thrilled. And there's so many different types of masks that people are selling, so many different styles, materials, different comforts, whatever. Nobody has an excuse not to wear one, except for, I guess if you want to be disrespectful and unintelligent and rather jerky toward your fellow man, and also to, potentially inflict harm on yourself as well. I guess that would be a reason not to wear a mask during the COVID-19 pandemic. But that seems like a shame. Yeah, I don't really like calling people jerks, but I think if you don't wear a mask, that's really not right. As a matter of fact, I know some very nice people who refuse to wear masks and think it's funny to argue with people and to argue they have the right not to wear a mask. And yeah, that totally rubs me the wrong way. Wear a mask. Your health, you can't, once you're sick or once you make someone else sick, you can't go backward. Prevention is worth, what is it? An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, as they say, right? Right? I can't even say it, but that's what I'm saying. You got to care about yourself and your fellow man and woman and take precautions. And nobody has an excuse not to, because they make so many different kinds of masks now. It's not like you're stuck with just one kind. Find the one that's the most comfortable. Find the one that's the most durable, if that's important, or get the ones where they're disposable and you can change them out every day if you don't want to put it in the laundry. I mean, there's no excuse. There's just no excuse. I've worn this kind so many times. So many times. Do I look good in it? No. Do I like wearing it? No. Do I wear it? Yeah, I do. Why not? As a matter of fact, what I'll do is, you're supposed to wear it like that. But there's lots of times I'll wear the white side out because I'll go, I don't want to wear the blue side. I'll wear the white side, But I still wear it. I still wear it. All right. So anyway, I just wanted to say that it is, Sunday. It's Palm Sunday 2021. And I wish everybody a happy day. I hope everybody's healthy. And if you're not, I hope you're getting the medical care and the care from your family and friends that you need. That's very important. Nurturing from people around you is very important. And we all need to be mindful of those around us who maybe need encouragement, or maybe they are too afraid to ask for something, but we can offer to go get them something or do something for them if they're not well. There's all different ways to do things to help somebody. And sometimes the biggest help of all is volunteering. I mean, wholeheartedly volunteering and hoping that there is something you can do. I don't mean volunteering and then being grumbly because someone takes you up on your offer. I mean, actually doing something helpful for someone. That's what's important, especially if you go to church on Sunday. Don't go to church on Sunday and then expect to do nothing for anyone the rest of the week, because that's really not what it's about, right? So anyway, I just wanted to say that I think this wishing machine is very, very cool. I think that it works with my own positive energy. It's up to me to look in a positive direction. And I think the important thing too is to have fun with it. Like, you can't demand from it. You have to have fun with it. You have to believe in it. And you have to be willing to, you kind of have to be willing to let go of all that negativity that maybe is swirling around in your head and telling you that something is never going to help you. You have to be willing to accept help. And that's really key. You have to be willing to accept help, have some patience, and have some fun with it. I think that's important. So I am going to have some wine. I'm going to work out today. I'm going to go to the gym and spend some time with my boyfriend and try to think of the things that I'm grateful for in my life. Because life is not just about wishing for things you don't have. Life is about appreciating what you already got. And I say this to my boyfriend all the time. I'm 56 years old and he's 61. And there's sometimes we're driving down the street and he'll say, look at all the young people all around. They got so much more energy than I do. And look at this and look at that. And I'll say to him, someday we're going to look back at this time and we're going to think, wow, weren't we young and fortunate when we were in our 50s and 60s? Weren't we really living the life then? But maybe we didn't realize it. So it's time. The time is now. Realize that you're living a wonderful, glorious, active, vital life now. Make it happen now. Don't just always be looking toward the future, because what you do now will give you the best chance to build a better future.